Hello students, Mr. Bastias here. Welcome to Unit 5, Week 2, Day 1. Make sure to have your meaning mapper, article a day, your book of knowledge, and paper and pencil to write with. Today we will learn about animals called vertebrates. Let's get started. Our focus word this week is characteristic. Can you say characteristic? You sound great. Now, how many syllables do you hear in the word characteristic? Characteristic. That's right. 5 syllables. Say all the sounds you hear in the word. Repeat after me. K, a, r, a, k, t, er, I, s, t, I, k. Characteristic. Does this word sound like or remind you of a word in another language? It reminds me of the word carácter, which means character in Spanish. Now, please take out your meaning mapper. In the middle of our meaning mapper, we have our focus word, characteristic, and the definition. A characteristic is something that makes a person or thing different from others. What word does this word make you think of or remind you of? Add that word to your meaning mapper. I added the word unique. When something is unique, it's different from other things, and our characteristics are what make us different from other people. Let's get started with our article a day. Vertebrate or invertebrate? Look at the image. What do you see? I see a lot of different types of animals. And then I see someone in the middle with a magnifying glass. Let's read the caption to find out more. Scientists classify living things by different characteristics, such as what is on their skin, if they lay eggs or have live babies, how they feed their babies, and whether they are warm-blooded or cold-blooded. It looks like we're going to investigate different types of animals. Let's dive right in. Scientists who study the animal kingdom classify animals into different groups based on different characteristics. To classify means to group or order in classes. In Spanish, we say clasificar. Scientists do this based on different characteristics. There's our focus words. A characteristic is something that makes a person or thing different. The color of your eyes is one characteristic that makes you different from many people in the world. A characteristic of fish is that they live in water. A characteristic of spiders is that they have 8 legs. Different characteristics are what makes us unique. Some characteristics scientists study are what makes up the animal's skin, such as hair or scales, whether animals give birth to live babies or lay eggs, whether mothers feed their babies milk from their own bodies, whether animals are warm-blooded or cold-blooded. Another key characteristic that scientists study is whether animals have a backbone. Here we see our backbone in green. Animals that have a backbone are called vertebrates. Humans are vertebrates. Place your hand on the back of your neck until you feel a bump. Now rub your hand up and down the middle of your back. Do you feel your bumpy bones that run in a row down your back from your neck down to your waist? That's your backbone. Another name for a backbone is a spine. The backbone or spine wraps around and protects an important part of your body called the spinal cord. The spinal cord is a bundle of nerves. A nerve is a long, thin part inside of your body that carries messages to and from the brain and other parts of the body. In Spanish, we say nervio. Your nerves carry messages from different parts of your body to your brain. Messages travel up and down your spinal cord from your brain to other parts of your body. This is the way that your brain sends signals telling the other parts of your body what to do. Many other animals are also vertebrates. All mammals, reptiles, fish, and birds have a backbone, so they are all vertebrates. They have some type of spinal cord too. Animals with a backbone come in all different shapes and sizes. Apes, rhinos, horses, rabbits, bats, and yes, rats and humans too are all mammals and vertebrates. Lizards, turtles, snakes, and crocodiles are reptiles and vertebrates. Huge sharks and tiny goldfish are also vertebrates. Small hummingbirds and large eagles are vertebrates too. Please take out your book of knowledge. Write down 2 or 3 things you learned from the article and would like to remember. Pause the video and take a moment to do this now. I'm going back to the article to find some evidence that I can add to my book of knowledge. The first thing I learned is that animals that have a backbone are called vertebrates. I'm going to add that to my book of knowledge. I learned that animals that have a backbone are called vertebrates. I also learned that the spinal cord is a bundle of nerves. I also learned that the spinal cord is a bundle of nerves. This makes me think of snakes because they are also vertebrates. This makes me think of snakes because they are also vertebrates. Please take out your meaning mapper. In the middle, we have our focus word characteristic. A characteristic is something that makes a person or thing different from others. We've already added the word unique, but what other word could you add to your meaning mapper that relates to the word characteristic? I added the word group because a characteristic can make an animal or thing a part of a group. For example, all vertebrates have a backbone. This characteristic makes them part of the same group. And that's it for me, students. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.